Hey everyone, I'm Enoch Coronado, your local Central Texas realtor here with the Coronado Realty Group, your trusted real estate expert, and today I'm diving deep into a topic that's great for our hometown heroes, how the VA home loan process really works from start to finish, whether you're an active duty service member or a veteran. If you've earned this benefit, I want to make sure you know how to use it to your full advantage. But before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and podcast, and leave a comment with any questions you have. I personally check the comments and I'll make sure your questions are answered. We're building a community of veterans and real estate professionals here, and your input helps others too. All right, let's get into it. Step 1, understanding the VA home loan benefit. First things first, what is a VA home loan? A VA home loan is a mortgage loan option backed by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. It was created to make it easier for veterans and active duty service members to purchase homes. One of the most attractive benefits is that you can often purchase a home with zero down payment, no private mortgage insurance known as PMI, and competitive interest rates. However, a big misconception is that the VA lends you the money directly. That's not the case. Instead, the VA guarantees a portion of the loan, which makes lenders feel more confident in loaning you the money. So how do you take advantage of it? That brings us to our next step. Step 2, know what you need. The 2 key documents. There are 2 documents that every veteran needs before starting the VA loan process: Certificate of Eligibility, COE. This proves that you're eligible for the VA loan benefit. Many vets think, hey, I've got this COE, time to go buy a house. But hold up, this document is necessary, but not the only thing you need. It confirms your eligibility, not your financial readiness. DD 214. This is your discharge paperwork. Your lender will use this to verify your service status and ensure you were honorably discharged. If you're still active duty, your statement of service will work in place of a DD 214. Now, if you don't already have these documents, no worries. You can request your COE through the VA's e-benefits portal, or even better, your lender can often pull it for you directly. Same goes for your DD 214. That can be requested through archives.gov if needed. As your real estate agent, I'm not the one issuing these loans, but I can help guide you through getting connected with a lender who can take care of this quickly and professionally. Step 3, connect with a VA specialized lender. Next up, you'll want to speak with a VA specialized mortgage lender. Not just any lender, I can't stress this enough. Not all lenders understand VA loans. You want someone who lives and breathes this stuff. That's why I have trusted partners I can introduce you to. Lenders who know exactly what paperwork is needed, what the VA underwriters are looking for, and how to avoid the common pitfalls that can slow down or even derail a VA loan. When you speak with a VA lender, they'll start by reviewing your application, or what I like to call the X-ray of your financial profile. They'll look at things like your credit score, your debt-to-income ratio, known as DTI, employment history, monthly income, assets. This is where they'll determine whether you're pre-qualified and for how much. This is a huge step because now we know your buying power and can start matching you with the right properties. If you need help finding a lender, we'll connect you to one of our trusted lenders that specialize in VA loans. Step 4, submit the needs list, documents checklist. Once you apply, the lender will send you a needs list, basically a list of all the documentation they need to proceed. This usually includes last 2 years of W-2s or tax returns if self-employed, last 2 months of bank statements, all pages, most recent pay stubs, COE and DD 214, a copy of your driver's license or military ID VA disability award letter. If applicable, yes, it may feel like a lot up front. But trust me, getting everything to your lender early will save you a world of headaches later. You want them to be able to fully underwrite your file and issue a certified pre-approval. And that brings us to the next step, one of my favorites. Step 5, get pre-approved and start shopping. Once your lender has all your documents and has verified your finances, they'll issue a pre-approval letter. This is gold. It shows sellers and their agents that you're not just window shopping. You're a serious buyer with financing lined up and ready to go. Now is where my job really kicks into high gear. With that pre-approval in hand, we start looking at homes that fit your needs and your budget. And here's where I can add a ton of value, because as a VA buyer, there are some special things we need to look for in a home. The property must meet VA minimum property requirements, MPRs. This means it must be safe, sound, and sanitary. The roof, foundation, plumbing, and electrical systems should all be in good condition. Peeling paint or a broken water heater might be an issue. I'll help spot those red flags early. Some condos and townhomes must be VA approved. Don't worry, I have access to the VA-approved property list and will make sure we only look at homes that are eligible. Step 6. Make an offer and go under contract. Once we find that dream home, we submit an offer with your pre-approval attached. Sellers take your offer much more seriously when they see that you're working with a VA-experienced team. Once the seller accepts, you're officially under contract, and that's when we enter what's called escrow. Escrow is like a neutral third party that handles all the money, paperwork, and logistics between now and closing. You'll also provide what's called earnest money, which is kind of like a deposit that shows the seller you're serious. It's usually 1-2% of the purchase price and gets applied to your closing costs or down payment. Step 7, home inspection and appraisal. Once you're under contract, we schedule a home inspection, and this is your chance to really make sure the home is in good condition. If the inspector finds anything concerning, we can go back to the seller and ask for repairs or even renegotiate the price. At the same time, the lender will order a VA appraisal. This is different from the inspection. The appraiser confirms that the property meets VA guidelines and is worth the price you're paying. If the value comes in low, we might need to negotiate with the seller or look at options to bridge the gap. Step 8. Final underwriting and conditions. After the inspection and appraisal, your file goes through final underwriting. Sometimes the lender might ask for updated documents like a new pay stub or bank statement. This is completely normal. Just make sure to get these documents in quickly so we can stay on track. Once everything checks out, your loan gets the green light, known as the clear to close. That means all conditions have been satisfied and you're officially in the home stretch. Step 9, closing day. This is it, the big day. You'll meet with a title officer or notary to sign your final loan documents. This typically takes about an hour, and I'll be there with you every step of the way. Once everything is signed and funded, the home is officially yours. The keys are handed over, and you can start moving in. Final thoughts. So let's do a quick recap of the VA home loan journey. 1. Understand your VA benefit. 2. Gather your COE and DD-214. 3. Will connect with a VA experienced lender. 4. Submit your application and documents. 5. Get pre-approved. 6. Shop for homes. 7. Make an offer and enter escrow. 8. Inspection, appraisal, underwriting. 9. Closing day. From start to finish, this process typically takes about 30 days once you're under contract, though that can vary depending on how quickly documents are submitted and how responsive all parties are. As your agent, my role is to advocate for you every step of the way, make sure you're only looking at VA-eligible homes, and keep the entire process as smooth and stress-free as possible. I'll coordinate with your lender, escrow officer, and the seller's agent to make sure we stay on track. You've earned this benefit. Let's make the most of it together. If you have any questions about using your VA home loan, the home buying process, or want me to connect you with one of my trusted VA lenders, drop a comment below or reach out to me directly. I'm here to serve you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with another veteran or service member who needs to hear this. Talk to you soon.